Okay, and today's episode is brought to you by Cigar Bundles of Miami. These guys don't pay me anything, but they throw in a few sticks every time I order. Love these guys. Also, Platform 31 in Peru, Illinois. Love these guys. You can't beat them. And hey, also from us, fuckers, just us, all our podcast friends out there. If you like a podcast enough, give it some money. Give it $1. Send $1 to My Worst Holiday at patreon.com. It's that simple. If not, you have the device in your hand. Do us a favor. Rate, review, subscribe. These are things you can do to help us, and it's not going to cost you cheap fuckers a penny. So with that being said, room next to my bathroom, my basement, this is My Worst Holiday, a podcast about your worst wedding, funeral, bachelor party, bachelorette party, or whatever you think is funny after the fact. We want to hear it today. We have a very special guest, Mr. Bruce Leonard, comedian. Bruce, say hello, baby.
Hello, how are you today?
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm all right. Yourself?
Well, I'm hanging in.
It is 5 p.m. here in Las Vegas.
5 o'clock, you're in Las Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
I lived in Las Vegas for the last 3.5 years.
Oh, really? Where were you before that?
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, and that's why you know Dan. Okay.
Yes, that's why I'm friends with Dan Friedman. Comedian Dan Friedman, my friend.
Connecting the dots. Connecting the fucking dots here, Leonard or Bruce. Yeah. We're connecting the dots, buddy.
Which is how I know you now.
So are you do you have a live show there as well then, do you? Or
I host a bike every Tuesday night at midnight. So tonight at midnight I'll be hosting the Champagne's Cafe on Maryland Parkway.
Okay.
I've been doing that for 3 years. Well, minus 1 year, the COVID.
That's awesome.
The whole city here was shut down for a whole year. So for 1 year, we didn't do anything. You couldn't do anything except sit in your house.
Yeah, sit in your house. Yeah, that's what everybody did.
Right?
Not me. I sold cars. So I was
the whole
fortunate enough that they let me sell cars through the whole thing, so I'm not supposed to be around people, but getting in a car and driving around with them, that's just fine.
As long as you wear your little mask.
Yeah. In a closed capsule. Yeah, it was all good. No risk there.
I love the people that drive around by themselves with the mask.
I did it 1,000 times. You just didn't even fucking think about it. It kind of became part of you,
I think that a lot of it was like people just got to the habit of putting it on. And it just became something that you wore. But it just still looks funny.
It wasn't until you was like driving by somebody and their head's like rubbernecking around at you, like, look at that dumbass wearing a fucking mask while he's driving by himself. Like, fuck you, my steering wheel's infected, fucker. You don't know.
Like, how dirty is your car?
Exactly.
Perhaps you should clean.
Yeah, there's somebody that's already contagious licked my steering wheel. You don't know, fuckers. Right. Judge me, prick.
In this car or what I've done in it.
So tell us all about you, Bruce. Tell us all about you, buddy.
What do you want to know? I'm a stand-up comic. That's about it.
Yep.
I moved to Las Vegas 3.5 years ago to do comedy. And this year I've been mostly on the road touring.
Oh, is that right?
I've been in half the country this year.
Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic. I seen the, God damn it, the documentary, the One-Nighters, that was that was fantastic.
That was before I knew Dan.
Yeah.
I met Dan when he came back from LA.
Oh, is that right?
He's from, I believe his story, he was from Cincinnati, and he moved to LA, and then he moved back.
And then he moved to his mom's basement.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I just want to clarify. Not that I think he lives in Dan, because he lives in his mom's basement, but just saying.
Is to move to LA and then come back to your mom's basement.
If I keep doing this, he's going to show up at my doorstep one day, kick me in the nuts, and just walk away. That's what.
He did bring the movie back, though. So you can't say he didn't do nothing. But I met Dan after that, which is why you don't see me in that movie.
Right. And that would be the reason we didn't know each other. That would be the big reason.
If you was to make that movie today, I'd be in it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, mostly. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So you say you're working at, where do you work?
Well, I'm a comic. I've been doing comedy, touring all over the country. But when I'm not doing comedy, I work arena security here in Vegas.
Okay. All right. Well, you said he was doing an open mic
Oh yeah. I have a weekly open mic in Las Vegas that I host every week at this place called Champagne's Cafe.
Oh, okay.
It's
All right.
it's a karaoke bar generally, but they have a stage and everything. So Tuesday nights at midnight we do open mic comedy.
At midnight.
Yeah.
God.
Listen, how it happened is weird. When I first moved here, there was a lot of mics. There was a lot of shows because everything was Vegas.
Right.
This is before COVID.
Right.
So there was 2 or 3 mics sometimes every night. So there was this place and this guy came to me and he said he wanted to do a comedy show. He wanted to do it on Tuesdays, but there was already another mic on Tuesdays. They started at like 9, but the place had a hard close at midnight. So if they didn't get to everyone on the list, it didn't matter. The bar was closing at midnight. It didn't, you know what I mean? They couldn't run the show over. So my idea, I was like, well, if you can only have it on Tuesdays, I don't want to compete with these other mics. So these other shows. So we're going to start at midnight. That way, when they close that place, if anybody still wants to do comedy, they'll come over here. And we're not doing a show at the same time as these other people. So it worked out, and the show was going well. It's like, oh, the show's going well. These people were like, you're crazy starting the show at midnight.
That's what I'm like. Like, God, like I'm almost 55, and like, 8 o'clock, I'm like, yeah.
Well, you got to remember too, this is Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, baby.
It's a 24-hour town. The bars don't close.
Right.
So nothing, you know what I mean? Time here is not
irrelevant.
like it is in other places. And so
time is just a construct, man.
It's just
a construct. It don't live here. This is Vegas, baby.
Is that you tell time in Las Vegas? You go, is the sun out?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
right.
we stayed here too long. Anyway, so the show was going well. And people were like, oh, wow, it's going well. And then COVID happened, and they shut it down, everything. So nothing would happen for a whole year. And then when the bars came back and the entertainment started coming back, they said, oh, you want to bring, or the guy wanted to bring back the show. And I was like, we might as well just keep it the same.
Yeah.
Because it had become like a thing,
Right.
It's like, oh, it's a late night thing. And there's nothing, there's
make
no
it a thing again. That's what you.
Nobody else is going to start a show at midnight.
Right.
So
let's just make it a thing again.
Somebody else starting another show.
So do you get surprised sometimes by like the young comics that come up that really don't even, it's never had any stage experience or anything like that?
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say is what happened was by starting at midnight, the mic is a better quality than most mics because you don't get hobbyists at midnight.
Right.
You get professional comics come to my show. People who are at open mic level, who are serious about being comedians, they come out to the show. And some people come because it's their first time and they think at midnight no one will see them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
there's that
they
too.
They just want to get on stage.
They're serious about it, but the people who want to hear it.
Well, no. I'm saying it's the first time. So they're timid, scared, and they figure if I go at midnight, there'll be less people, And
timid
really,
scared,
what it has turned into is a bunch of It's a comics hang that people get to watch.
Right. I've never sweated on stage. I don't know about anybody else, but not me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I haven't gotten dizzy and felt like throwing up. Nope, not once.
Right.
Yeah.
Inadvertently, it worked out as a filter too. Because like I said, people who are just hobbyists, they're not going to come at midnight.
Right.
They're not going to stay up at midnight just because they're fucking around. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So either pros come or, like I said, people who are really serious about wanting to be a comedian. Because you can go to an open mic, there can be 50 open micers. There might be 5 of them who are real professionals who are just there working on shit. There
Yeah.
might be 10 or 15 open mic guys who are there who really are serious about being a comedian and have potential to get somewhere someday if they really work hard at it. And then you have about 25 people who work in a fucking office and people tell them they're funny, or or they're like, oh,
dude, you're funny. You should go on stage, man. You got it. I mean,
you know what I mean?
You remember that joke about the chicken and the chicken?
That, you know, and you get a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know? So a lot of times you go to open mic, and it's not very, the quality of it's not very good.
Right. Exactly.
My show has a higher quality, I believe, because it's late at night.
And it's your show. You got to say that.
Well, no, other people have said the
same my show sucks.
No, no, it's not that. I'm not saying that at all.
I know. I'm just shitting you.
There's not as much riffraff. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
It's
like you said, when people are coming out at that time, they're coming out because they're serious about it. Yeah. Exactly. Everybody, we're talking to comedian Bruce Leonard. He travels around the country right now. He also has a show in Vegas. It's a late show. It starts at midnight. It's an open mic. So any of those people out there that really want to test their craft and see what they can do.
Yeah, you want to say
if you're serious about it, this is a good way to do it. You got a smaller crowd and you can test your shit, so like people that's serious about it, you can do it there.
Well, that's the thing.
And that's the Champagne. Did you say the Champagne Room, or what'd you say it is?
It's called Champagne's Cafe.
Champagne's Cafe. That's right. Okay.
It's on Maryland Parkway. It's only about 2 miles off the strip.
2 miles off the strip. Awesome.
Yep.
And it's off the strip. So.
You ever been to Vegas?
No, I've never had a desire.
You don't. Well, you don't gamble. I don't gamble or nothing either. I only moved here to do comedy.
I really wouldn't mind going to like for the shows and shit like that. But I know me. I've met me. I suck. I would be like, maybe I'll just go gamble a little. Yeah.
Oh, you're one of those. Just admit it. You don't want to come because of your vice. You can't.
Everybody has a second mortgage now, right? Right.
I always tell people, if I would have moved here even 10 years ago, 15 for sure, I'd be dead. Yeah. I would not survive. You know what I mean?
You got to be a little more seasoned before you move to Vegas.
Now and I'm more mature, and I've been
if
through all
you want to live.
Because every temptation that you can imagine,
right?
Right. It ain't hard to find. Yeah. So if you have advice, like you could get it serviced,
Yeah.
Very easily. So yeah. Well, we're going to say that though. I don't gamble or anything. This place is great.
Yeah.
If you like shows, I said there's music all the time. There's it's even shit I don't like. Like if you want to see magic or, or dancing fucking girls or musical shows or like they have everything.
Right. Yeah, that's it. And that would be the only reason I really want to. I also want to go to Austin. I heard Austin is like badass because of the music scene there. And I would love to go see that kind of shit, but.
Like South by Southwest.
Yeah. Shit like that. That's super fucking cool.
Yeah, I've never been, but I've heard that too.
Yeah. Now, go ahead and hit us with a story, man. You got an embarrassing, funny life story that you want to that you've got on your chest.
We already went over.
You know what? Let's go back to why the fuck you're kicked off of Facebook for a lifetime ban. A lifetime ban. I've seen people get 30 days. No, they said, fuck it. This guy's gone.
Well, I got 30 days like 150 times. No, I'm not kidding. 2 years ago, I spent more time in the Facebook jail than out.
God.
Like I was probably in the Facebook jail for like 7 months. And I would get out and like I'd be out for like 2 weeks. Fucking banned again.
Repeat offender, man. You're a fucking repeat offender is what you are.
Yes. Well, it all started because when Trumpism really started happening, this is way before he was president.
Right.
I saw what was going on like this even before Charlottesville and shit. Like if you were online, you could see what was going on.
Yeah.
So what I did was I started trying to find the most dirtiest, dungeonist, alt-right dungeon groups I could find. And I would go in there and I would just piss them off so hard. I just troll the shit out of them. I was trolling the fuck
Just
out of
trolling the shit out of them.
them. Oh, yeah. I used to call it burning them down. I'd go to the group and burn it down. They'd be threatening to kill me and shit. It was hilarious.
Murder.
So I
It's
screenshot
funny.
all that and post it on my page.
Yeah.
I wanted people to see what you're really dealing with here.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
like, people kept acting like I was crazy.
What?
And that, you know,
You don't look crazy to me.
no, but
Oh,
they were like,
that,
"You're
Bruce."
crazy. You're taking this too serious. You know, this too far." And then, of course, Charlottesville happened, and the girl got killed.
Right.
You know, and I'm like, "Look, no, I was trying to warn you. What
Right.
you're dealing with here
Right.
is not a joke. You know, it's not funny.
Right.
Of course,
right,
I make
right.
it funny because I'm a comedian.
It's
But
what you do as a comedian. You
It's a
make
serious
shit funny. That's the whole thing.
well, I thought pissing them off was hilarious. It was fun as fuck. But anyway, what happened was they got mad at me. It got to the point where the whole alt-right knew who I was. And they wouldn't let me in groups anymore. They all got together and banned me from the alt-right. Then they
Right.
started coming to my page and reporting me for shit.
Oh. They burned you down.
Or they would bait me into a argument with them.
Right.
And then they would
right.
report my comments. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I called them white trash, fucking junkies or something, you know, like,
Right.
and then they would report my comments, and then Facebook would go, "Ah, you're racist."
You're the racist. Yeah,
Right.
you're the
Right,
racist.
I'm the racist. That's how it happens. I swear to God.
God.
They're
Yeah.
like, this is hate speech.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. The Nazi who reported me. How they think I'm
Because
the
that's what I'm telling you is, it's an AI bot.
right.
It's not
right.
human beings.
Yeah,
that
they're
make
not
these
people
decisions.
that's watching this. They're AI people that
So
just
they
look up
report your
words. and-
comment, right? And the comment goes white trash. Well, that's white trash is on the AI list of things
right.
that they consider to be racist, quote unquote.
Right.
Like I said, they don't take into
And the word
account
racist appears.
context. Yes, that you're talking to an actual racist
So-
in the first place.
Right.
But the second place, they don't
Fred.
take into consideration the context of the conversation.
right.
Like
Fred
jokes.
Carroll is watching. Give me just a second. Fred Carroll is watching from within the head of Fred podcast. So if you want to tune in to see that gentleman too, he's got a great podcast. Within the head of Fred Carroll. So right now we're talking to Bruce Leonard. He's a comedian. He lives in Las Vegas. He works at the Champagne Cafe. He has an open mic at midnights there. He's also touring the country. So if you see Bruce Leonard out there, make sure you get a ticket and go see Bruce Leonard. Back to you, Bruce.
But that's what I was going to say when we were talking about it before is I don't think that people think about this stuff when they have all these conversations about social media and, they're censoring you. You know, it's a conspiracy to censor your conservative, opinion or whatever they say. It's like what people don't
I
get
think
is
people just don't like me naturally. I don't really think it's a conspiracy. it's just a natural thing, Bruce.
no, it's a big thing now.
Yeah,
Everyone
I can go alt right and go. Yeah, I think they just don't. No, it's me. It's me.
thinks- no, I just said people don't think about it. It's not human beings that are making these decisions.
Yeah, right. It's the AI.
Facebook
They're
is
just
run-
seeing power words, keywords, and then
yeah.
Yep, that's the way-
And they flag you, they fucking
Yeah.
ban you.
you don't
How
believe
many
me.
times I've been banned, and then you'll go, I dispute this.
Yeah, you don't
And
believe
then
me.
they'll go,
Just
they'll
look at your
come
phone
back,
and go.
"Oh, we're sorry, we got it wrong."
I'm looking for a hot air balloon ride, and next week you're gonna have a ton of hot air balloon ride ads pop up. So
Well, yeah. Well, beyond that,
yeah, just saying.
Facebook is just
Like,
a
we were gonna
marketing-
go. No,
If
we
you
were
don't
gonna
know
go.
that already.
We were going up to Lake Geneva, and we was talking about going zip lining, and my wife and I were just talking,
Mm-hmm.
and like all of a sudden my phone's like, Lake Geneva, zip lining, zip lining,
Right.
zip lining, zip
That's
lining.
just
Yeah,
like you're almost there.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like here, watch this. Hookers and blow.
It's right. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wait. Okay.
you have to be in Las Vegas.
Let's see what the algorithm gives me this time. So,
see, if you were here, that would be like down on Sahara.
it's like walk outside. Hookers and blow.
Boulder Highway.
There you go. There you go.
That's
All right, so hit us with a funny or embarrassing. You got to have something from the road. You got to have a funny story from the road.
Well, I mean, like I said, we were talking about that before. I've embarrassed myself thousands of times.
Absolutely. and we want to hear about it.
I can't remember.
I know, that's the whole thing.
The worst thing that ever happened to me, the worst thing I ever did, I've admitted this 100 times, but I'll admit it again because it was fucking stupid. I did at the time. You ever see the Seinfeld episode where the dude whips it out?
Where what now?
Where the dude whips it out on a lane.
Oh, yes.
In the car.
Right.
He's like, he took it out.
Right. Oh, he took it out. Right.
Yeah, I took it out once.
Oh.
I was drunk,
right.
Parking lot of some bar, hanging out with some chick, and took it out. It didn't work.
No, not impressed. Look what I got. Oh, no, God, no.
No, it's the worst thing ever. No,
and by the way,
no one should ever do it. I don't recommend it. I don't even know what I was thinking. Like, my friend asked me because he knew the girl, and I guess she pissed at him.
Right.
Because I was in a band with these dudes.
Yeah. And here's what girls really like.
Right, exactly. It's like a dick pic. That's what she wants.
Right. There you go. Said no girl ever. Like, really.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Listen, and then, like, I never said,
those are.
Have you ever had someone actually ask you for one?
No.
No, that's what I said. I never did it. And then this girl asked me to do it. And then
I'm married for I just had my wedding anniversary like 2 weeks ago. So I've been married for 18 years. Like,
right.
and sometimes I'll surprise my wife, like, look, honey, and do the helicopter or whatever, but she's still not impressed. So it's like,
done that to your wife, like spice it up.
Do what now?
So have you ever done that to your wife, like spice it up?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like go to Kroger's or something and come on the way home, like where you're driving, just, hey, I'm coming home, baby.
I like to do the elephant trick. You pull out your pockets and then you whip out the trunk and then you want to see the elephant?
The elephant. Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, snuffleupagus. God,
no,
I couldn't. Mine couldn't be a bird, let alone a snuffleupagus. It's
One time, this is kind of funny.
Yeah,
but it's not me. But one time, my girlfriend, I was at my girlfriend's. Somebody was getting married in her family, and so we went to Pennsylvania, and all her family were there. And I'm still close with her and her dad and her brothers. But they were all there, and they have this. I think he's their cousin or something, and he's mentally, handicapped, so he's a little slow, So I go to the bathroom, right, and I'm pissing, and he comes in there, the cousin dude. He comes in, and he just opens his pants and just drops them.
Yeah.
All the way to his ankles.
Right.
He's just standing there, peeing in it, and he just turns to me and starts trying to have a regular conversation.
Right. Well, yeah, they don't know. God, yeah. There's bless their heart. They don't know. Yeah.
There's asses out.
It is kind of odd. I've had it happen in a public place, like at a museum or something like that.
Or something
bless their hearts. They don't know any better, but it is uncomfortable though. You're like, oh, God, it's like, okay.
The funny part is, I go back to them. I play it off right, and I just have a conversation with the kid,
right.
And then I wash my hands. I go back, and I tell them what happened, and they're all falling out of their chairs, laughing at me.
Right.
And now they won't ever let me forget. They randomly send me pictures of this guy still.
Right.
Like, so, this is years later.
where's the best place you've worked so far? What's one of the funnest places that you've worked so far?
What do you mean, traveling?
Yeah. Like, what's one of your favorite places?
Well, I was just in El Paso. That was fun.
El Paso?
Yeah, that was a fun place.
Okay.
I've had a good time everywhere I go. See, that's one of the things about being a comedian is you get to travel every place you go. Like, you meet new people, you see new things, you learn new things about, the places that you're at. And I really enjoy it. Like this year I did a bunch of shows in Wisconsin. Like, I don't know nothing about Wisconsin. You know what I mean?
Wisconsin has more breweries per capita.
No, they're drunks.
Oh yeah, I fucking love Wisconsin. I live like an hour south of Wisconsin, and I love Wisconsin.
Yeah, no, we were at this place in Hubbleton Brewery.
Yeah,
it's a really cool place, but it's like out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
And it was filled up.
Yeah,
like,
New Glarus. New Glarus is awesome. I don't know if you've ever been to New Glarus. New Glarus is fantastic.
Drink craft beer and listen to us tell jokes.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
Illinois is getting quite a few now. Like, it's migrated south finally. Illinois finally got some good craft beer places, which is
craft beer is like the new craze. It's a new
thing.
But, I just mean in general, the people that they like to drink. Like, the whole fucking state is like revolves around drinking.
Here's what happened to me in Wisconsin. I was at a rehearsal dinner after a wedding rehearsal.
Right.
And I had chicken cordon bleu because they served that and they served some fish. And this lady comes walking up to me with this vase, this vase, and it's white. And she goes, "Cheese?" And I went, "What?" She's like,
did you pour it out?
I'm like that guy in a fucking Western, throw her a coin and say, "Just leave the bottle."
Right?
Like, fucking,
right? Yeah, just fucking leave that.
Just
hey,
slather it, man.
Walking away, like, hey, where are you going?
She's pouring, she's pouring it. She's like, "Say when." I'm like, "That's not a fucking word." Like, she's like pouring it like gravy out of a fucking
when it's empty.
boat. God, it's just saturated in this delicious white American cheese sauce. Like, God,
dude, that sounds fucking amazing.
Exactly. Yeah, you lost your sandwich. Like, I don't give a fuck. Just leave the bottle. We're
right?
Good.
And I need a fork and a knife now.
Yeah. Just leave the straw, baby. We're going to town on this.
It's like Italian beef. I love Italian beef, but once they dip it in the thing, it's like, all right, I need a fork now. He's holding it mushy.
Now it's a game.
It's just dripping fucking juice off of it, like.
Oh yeah, au jus.
My hands now.
Which means with juice. Au jus, the French.
La French. It's La French.
Yeah. So when people say with au jus, what they're saying is with juice. So,
right.
Yeah. Like, you want it with juice?
I don't know. Once I start talking French, French is like French and Asian languages. I can't follow them at all. Like, like Italian or Spanish.
It's because we don't speak them.
You can listen and you can pick up a word here and
there.
To know what they're talking about, kind of.
Yeah, you can't do that with French or German or Russian,
Japanese,
especially not Russian.
I don't know what
Russian ain't connected to nothing.
Yeah, Russian's kind of like that too.
Yeah.
Like,
Why do you fuckers always sound so angry? Was that a love song I just heard? I don't understand. God, it sounded mean.
It's like a grumbler, meaner version of French.
I was in Chicago with my buddy, and he went. There's a bar called the Empty Bottle, and it's like got a great music venue, and it was loud as fuck. But anyway, this guy gets up there, and he's this old guy. He's got long white hair and everything, and he's like, for an hour and a half, and then. But the music was really good. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, the music was really good. But after it was over, he gets up and he's like his mic had quit on it. He's talking to the crowd. He's got his hands up. And he goes, "All I'm saying, man, is love one another." And I go,
After 2 hours of death metal.
That was the message? That was a love song? I don't know. I've heard Neil Diamond.
No, he's like, these songs are called like blood sacrifice to Satan and like kill your mom.
Yeah, exactly.
And then at the end of the show, he's like, just love one another.
Love one another, man. Be peaceful. It's like
and this one's called John Wayne Gacy Was Right.
I'm not sure I got the message during that. So yeah. So
always remember, folks.
That happened.
Positive.
but they did serve Lone Star beer there, which I didn't think you could do in Illinois.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, Lone Star? I didn't think you'd even take it out of Texas. Apparently you can.
Well, you know, there's a lot of metal bands from that part of the country.
Oh, yeah.
Slipknot's from Iowa. Mudvayne's from Illinois.
Oh, yeah. Mudvayne's from Illinois.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't surprise me that they would have those kind of.
Yeah, they're from Peoria. That's my neck of the woods.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So there's been a lot of heavy bands come out of the Midwest. It doesn't surprise me.
And head east.
I would expect to see the 80-year-old death metal singer though in like Norway or something.
Oh yeah, those guys are really hard.
He's been doing this his whole life. You know?
They do heavy metal crochet. They do death metal crocheting there.
It's Jorge Spiegelstein.
That's a thing. Look
He's
that up.
Been playing at this same bar since 1972.
Yeah. Look up death metal crocheting. They do that in Scandinavia. That's what
no, that's what I'm saying. That's when Norwegian black metal first started.
Right.
And then what's his name? Chuck Schuldiner brought it to America.
Oh.
Started that band called Death.
Oh, okay.
Florida, which is a lot of American death metal started in Florida in Tampa Bay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's like, yeah, there's but black metal started in Norway.
Oh, all right.
It was Norwegian shit. But American people took that because that's the thing is I'm a metal guy, I like metal, but I never like black metal or death metal because I don't like that vocal style.
Right.
You know, like I respect they have great they always have great guitar players, great fun drummers.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I just don't
amazing musicians. Yeah, but they're like I don't.
Yeah, that drummer, God, man, was he pounding those drums?
No, death metal always has amazing drummers.
So good.
And amazing guitar players.
Yeah, so good.
A lot of people don't know this. Did you know that Larry Lalonde, the guitar player in Primus, he was in a death metal band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before Primus.
Wow. I like Primus.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's a great guitar player.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it wasn't hard for him to step, into something else and still be an amazing musician.
Right.
Because
absolutely.
to play death metal, you have to be a great guitar player or a great drummer.
Yeah.
I mean, you do, or you'll suck.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Because I always see those kinds of bands go, man, these guys are so good. Like, why do they choose to play this kind of music?
So where's the worst place you've worked? Where was like this is a fucking armpit? Like
the worst thing I've ever done?
No, the worst place you ever performed.
Probably the dive bar in Vegas.
The dive bar in Vegas.
It's a real shithole.
Right.
No, but we love it. I'm not down in the place. It's great. But it's the first place I went when I got here. And it's like a really shithole. It's called the dive bar.
Oh, really? Oh, it's called the dive bar.
No, that's the name of it.
Oh, all right.
It's a dive bar.
Not putting on any airs. It is what it is. Yeah.
Metal bands play there. There's like, Sharpie fucking graffiti on the bathroom walls. It's fucking grimy as fuck. I love it. Like when I used to be in a band, that's the kind of places that we play. But I drove all the way here. And then the first night I got here, I was like, where's the mic? And they're like, the dive bar. So I went to the dive bar. And then I was like, I drove all this way for this.
Yeah.
It's like, there better be more than this.
Hey, look, Bruce, you can only go up from there, buddy. You can only go up from there, No,
I mean, if you've been in show business long enough, you see everything. Like, I've done shows for fucking 4 people,
Yeah, right. It is what it is.
And like, oh, there's 4 people here, but they paid to see a show, so you got to try to give it to them.
Hey, give them the show. Give them the show. It's like, tonight I'm going to learn everybody's names. Hey.
I said, it was like, well, you could just came back to my fucking house.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't we just go back to my house, have a couple of beers, and I'll do the stand up there.
No, the last club I was at, I was doing the weekend, and the very last show of the weekend, like late show, Saturday night, like, 10:30, 11 o'clock. And there's like 8 people there. And the guy was like, oh, there's only 8 people here. You can just do whatever you want, and stop whatever you want, I guess. It doesn't really matter. And I was like, well, these people paid you, right, for tickets to see a show, right? I was like,
well, show.
I'm going to do the 45-minute. It's like they paid. They paid. To see a show. And, they're in Massillon, Ohio. They ain't got nothing else going on.
Yeah, what else are they doing?
This is probably a big deal to them. They were like,
right.
We want to eat and then go to the comedy show, and then this guy's like, well, you could just half-ass it. I was like, no,
you don't half-ass it. That's like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you half-ass it? You didn't tell half the joke.
Like they just like do it. If there was 40 people or 400 people,
like you only give it like every third story gets a punchline. Like that's how you have. Like I'm like I don't understand how you half-ass a comedy show. Like
free-form podcast tonight where I just bitch about everything I fucking hate. You're gonna listen to me for an hour and a half. Like,
Gilbert Gottfried.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm always like, people, like I said, they came to see a show, so it's not on me how many of them show up.
That's true. Yeah, whether it's 3 or 150, either way, it's still the same. You're still entertaining
those people. If you do this
people.
long enough, you learn that, I do this show the same way. If there's 5 people or if there's 500 people. Now, the energy of the room will be different.
Yeah. Energy level's different. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying, as a performer, I should put out the same energy.
Right.
For those 5 people that I would for the 500.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that's just how I look at it. If they put me on stage, I'm there to do my job.
And I respect you for it, Bruce.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of people that were like, that's it. The guy that was opening for me was like, well, what are you going to do, man? And I was like, I'm going to do my show.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? It's like, well, you can do whatever you want, but I'm doing my show.
Right. Exactly.
So I don't care if there's, I said 4 people or 400.
There you go.
The guy's paying me to do the show. These people paid for the tickets. As a performer, you owe them the show.
Yeah. What was the name of the band? God damn it. No, before they went on to become the lead singer died. He was from Seattle, and they went on and became like Pearl Jam and Mother Love Bone, right? And they said how this guy would be like, there'd be like 5 people like in the place, and he'd yell like, "You in the back," like trying to point out somebody like in the back of the bar. There's 5 people there,
right?
Like he's always, but he'd always be like, pointing and
performing.
Yeah, he's performing. 5 people, you in the back. He's like, what back? There's 5 of us,
What people don't get is, if you impress those 5 people, then when you come back to that place, oh, sorry, my dog.
Hey, you're all right.
Kick the table.
I thought I was on acid for
when
a
you
second.
Come back to that place, right? Flashback. They'll come back and bring their friends. I'll go tell their friends I saw this guy, and
there you go.
If you just went up there and were like, well, thanks for coming up, good night. They'll be like, this guy sucks.
Oh yeah, this guy sucks. Yeah, bring the energy. They're gonna bring back other people.
You know what I mean?
This guy's great. Come back and watch this guy with me.
Yeah. Show for 8 people and I got standing ovation.
Yeah.
From 8 people. I'm like, to me, that's more impressive than like I smashed them 8 people.
I fucking crushed it. You're like walking off the stage with a towel. Woo!
It's harder
the
to
fucking
do a
place
show
down tonight.
under those circumstances. It's
What's
easy
that?
to do it when the room is filled.
Yeah.
When there's only 8 people, you got to really try.
Yeah. Now you're earning it. Now you're fucking earning it.
Right. And if you can walk away and those people respect you.
Laughter is contagious.
Yes.
That's just a fucking fact. It's
well,
a fact.
It's anything. It's the same as you were talking about the band. Like when I was in a band, it was the same way. If there was 10 people there, we still played just as hard as we would play.
Yeah, absolutely. No, because it's fun.
Yeah, it's like, really, you're just watching me having fun.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
I used to love that shit. You could yell. It's the only time you can yell and scream at people and they don't care.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, right in their face. Like the highest possible volume. And they don't care. They go, well, it's cool. Well, no, I said,
you got your dog behind you there? You got your puppy there behind you? Is that
Yeah.
No. I just seen this tail wagging from behind your shoulder.
He crawled into the picture. Hold on.
There you go. There's the star of the show.
There you go.
Hey, puppy.
My boy. He was my girlfriend's dog, but as soon as she came here, she brought him, and he just became my dog.
That was it.
He just attached himself to me, and now he's my dog.
That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, man. All right. Well, I'm going to give you the floor again. Tell everybody where they can find you. Do you have a website?
Yeah, it's called BruceLeonardComedy.com.
BruceLeonardComedy.com.
The very lovely and funny Trish Smart. She built that website for me. Check her out if you like comedians who are very funny.
Trish Martin?
Trish Smart is her name.
Trish Smart.
Yes. Very funny. But she built that website for me.
Okay.
Last time I saw her, she was yelling at me. She's like, you don't have a website. You need to have a website. And I was like,
well, maybe
I don't have a camera. She's like, I'll make one for you. And then we were sitting at the dive bar.
Yeah.
And she just went on her phone and bought the domain for me.
Done. There
She's
you go.
like, well, this is open. I'm just going to buy it for you right now. And then she just built me a website.
That was it. Cool.
That was very nice.
I'll reach out to her. I'll see you.
Yeah, no, she's great.
All right. Yeah, I'll reach out to her too.
Me and her are going to do some stuff together after she comes back from Burning Man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she went to the Burning Man. I'm too old for that shit.
I would never go to Burning Man. Yeah, I'm like too fucking old.
Yeah,
too fucking tired. Too.
Multi-day festivals now.
God, I couldn't make it all the way through the Motley Crue, Poison, Def Leppard, Joan Jett thing. Like we left.
Oh, you went to that?
Yeah. And we left halfway through Def Leppard. But I've seen Def Leppard like 3 times.
Right. Was it good, the show?
Oh God, it was great. And the fucking idiot who wrote the review on it from the Chicago Tribune ought to stick his fucking head into the ground and contemplate his own existence. Fucking moron.
He was like, I think you made this show better.
Oh God.
He's 5-finger death punch. You know?
But no, this fucking idiot, he didn't understand what like sound is like outside. Like he doesn't understand, he didn't understand LFE. He's like the drums and the bass was out drowning the guitar and I'm like, yes, you're outside.
Right.
High end is directional. Low end, omni.
Yeah.
Omni, dumbass.
Well, there's all kinds of people like that.
God, fucking.
Like, you don't know anything about.
If you're gonna be a music, understand because they're playing
crazy.
outside, and it turns out outside's real fucking big.
Right.
Real fucking big. So
they have that show played here in the stadium.
Yeah.
So it's actually indoors, but a huge stadium.
Indoors, I imagine would have been even more amazing. But outside, because the guy he might have been off to like the right or the left, and you're not gonna get those great high-end sounds outside. No. You're just not gonna fucking get them.
No,
because sound don't fucking work like that.
Not unless you have Red Rocks or something.
Yeah, and then he's like this. He's like, And Mick Mars, oh, he looked like the Crypt Keeper. The guy's like fucking 80 years old.
Dude, he's looked like the Crypt Keeper for fucking 20 years now.
Yeah, you couldn't do what he's doing now. Even if you're fucking 30, you couldn't do what this fucking guy's doing.
He's
at
always
like fucking Methuselah's age.
Mick Mars always looked like you put him out of a closet in a house.
Yeah. He looked like he was gonna break just walking. Yeah, like
brush the cobwebs off of him and put him in a 8-ball of Coke and push him up there.
Exactly. Anyway. So again, tell everybody all about you, where they can find you, where you're gonna be next.
Like I said, I'll be at Champagne's tonight at midnight.
Champagne Cafe, Las Vegas, Nevada.
BruceLeonardComedy.com. You can find me on Instagram at Bruce Leonard Comedy. On the Twitter at Bruce Leonard 20, and on Facebook is Adam Chancellor, because
Adam Chancellor. They fucking kicked him off for life. So there you go. All right, hey, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Hang out for a minute after I shut everything down here, and we'll chat for just a few minutes. And thank you so much for coming on the show. And with that being said, again, everybody, if you like cigars, go to Cigar Bundles of Miami. They got great sticks for a great low price. Again, they don't pay me anything. But the biggest thing is podcasters. If you like a show that's on the internet, you cheap fuckers, just give us $1 at My Worst Holiday at patreon.com. It's the cheapest entertainment, not the best, but the cheapest. So all you got to do is give me $1. It's not much, I know. And like, review, subscribe. These are the biggest things you can possibly do for any podcaster. That won't cost you a goddamn thing. And with that being said, from a room next to my bathroom in my basement, this has been My Worst Holiday.
Thanks for having me, man.
Good night, everybody.